Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today, so let's start with The Miz as the A-lister, and he's known for drawing heat from fans as he continues listing his accolades on the screen outside the squared circle. The heat-seeking personality may be tamed soon enough. Team DIY are back together, and fans have waited a long time to see that happen. Tommaso Ciampa readily admitted that he wasn't even sure about Team DIY's future in the company. BWE noted behind their private X account that WWE is currently considering a big change for The Miz, as he could turn babyface to join Team DIY. That would certainly be a big shift for the former MTV star. Few ideas discussed over a potential Miz face turn working with DIY. Not confirmed yet though. The Miz and Tommaso Ciampa have a history together, and things may not be settled just yet. Adding The Miz to Team DIY's already proven dynamic could also be very interesting to watch unfold. What's your take? The next story is about the hardcore legend. Mick Foley is not just a wrestling icon, he's also got a knack for giving some darn good advice when it comes to the business. And it turns out, he had a golden nugget of wisdom to share with WWE about none other than the Scottish Warrior himself, Drew McIntyre. Foley spilled the beans on his podcast, talking about the incredible journey Drew has been on since his WWE return in 2017. But here's the kicker, Foley wasn't just sitting back and watching, he reached out to the bigwigs at WWE when Drew started making waves in the wild world of Insane Championship Wrestling, ICW. According to Foley, Drew had transformed into a whole new beast compared to his first WWE run that ended with his release. When Drew was tearing it up on the indies, Foley didn't hesitate. Foley said, Drew will admit that there are times to go out there, on the indies, and be that guy from WWE, but when it really counted, like with Insane Championship Wrestling, people need to know, just from the onset, I rarely text the powers that be in this case. I texted Hunter after Drew sent me something. I wasn't close friends with Drew by any means, but I liked him, and he sent me something. He said, hey, I know you're busy, but I'm working on something different. I did something for her ICW in Glasgow. Can you take a look? The first thing I did, and he'd only been gone like a month, I texted Triple H and said, I know you just released him, but you need to keep your eye on Drew McIntyre. He's like an entirely different person. And guess what, folks? Foley's advice seems to have paid off big time. Drew McIntyre not only got re-signed by WWE but has since become a two-time WWE champion and even won a Royal Rumble. His comeback story is the stuff of legends, and now WWE reportedly tells released talents to pull a Drew if they want to make their way back into the company. So, hats off to Mick Foley for being a wrestling sage and recognizing the talent in Drew McIntyre. It just goes to show that in the world of wrestling, you never know when a second chance can lead to championship gold. What are your thoughts on the role of experienced wrestling legends like Mick Foley in identifying and advocating for talented performers who may have been released but still have the potential for a successful comeback in the industry? The final story is about Roman Reigns might face an unexpected challenge as Shane McMahon's son, Declan Mcmahon, expressed his admiration for the tribal chief during a recent interview. Declan is a running back for the Indiana Hoosiers football team. Shane McMahon's son revealed that he wouldn't dismiss the idea of pursuing a pro wrestling career after completing his college education. While appearing on Developmentally Speaking, he discussed the potential of ending one of the lengthiest world championship reigns in pro wrestling. Declan McMahon said, if the storyline had it, I wouldn't really mind me as undisputed champion. So, that wouldn't be too bad. Only time will tell if Declan McMahon ever makes his way to the WWE ring. He was born with his foot in the door already. There could certainly be a lot of interesting angles to come out of it, as he is already getting a ton of attention at 19 years old. Roman Reigns will battle LA Knight at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. He is in the middle of quite a streak as champion, but Declan McMahon may be waiting in the wings with a ready-made storyline idea. Do you think Declan McMahon is the person who should dethrone Roman Reigns? Thanks guys for watching and please subscribe.